Okay, I apologize for that. We had a little technical error there. So yeah, things happen. It's late in these neck of the woods anyway. So yeah, that part. So yeah, I was giving my whole little spiel of thanking you guys for tuning in, whether it be on the live or on the replay. Thank you so much for dropping in, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. And I appreciate all support. And you can support me via Cash App at SIS dollar sign Sis-Lo SISLO. And I appreciate all monetary gifts. Trust me. So, first, we're going to start off with a little um, sad news. Um, and this is by way of Atlanta. And this is regarding Miss Lenethia, aka Nene Leaks, and her 23-year-old son, Brent. Well, it has been reported and later confirmed by Lenethia herself that her son Brent is in the hospital at this time recovering from congested heart failure and a stroke. Now, initially, it was reported on TMZ that he had a heart attack, but when Nene went live on her social media, she did inform everyone that it was not it was congestive heart failure and a stroke. Now, because Brent is so young and he's known to have been athletic and everything like that, many people were questioning, is it because of his weight or this, that, and the other? When Nene said that all the tests are being ran to find out exactly how it came about. But at this particular time, the doctors are unsure. It could have been that at some point in time, doctors said that he could have had COVID and suffered long haul symptoms of the COVID. And perhaps um, it may or could have maybe caused some long-term effects, but they are not sure. So let me say that I'm not alleging that it was that, or not even saying that it was that. I am stating that the doctors are doing tests to rule it out. So she did say that he is struggling with his speech and some paralysis. And because he inherited um, the task of running Lenethia's, the lounge that they own, and she co-owned with her um, late husband Greg Leaks. They gave the She gave that over to Brent, and it was his baby. That was his daily job to run Lenethia's, and he was doing a pretty good job at it. But because no one knows how long it's going to take him to recover, and because it is a business that is still open and running, she's considering selling her business in Atlanta. So we want to pray, send our prayers out to Lenethia, which who she just um it just came up on a year ago that she lost her husband Greg, and now um she is um having to deal with her son being ill, her baby boy being ill, and of course, other issues that she's had throughout the years or what have you. So let's just say a big prayer for Nene and for Brent, that God will restore him back to his 23-year-old self, that he does not suffer any long term ailments. And I am confident that with treatment, that he will be able to reverse um, some of the situations. Well, I won't say I'm sure that it will happen, but he's young, and perhaps there are better chances that he would make a full recovery back to his 23-year-old self. Now, I have children that are well, I have a daughter that just turned 26, one that's 31, one that's 30, wow, 35, 36. And oh, that's a shame. And she would have a fit if she's 35. She would have a fit if she knew I got them messed up too. But I have a son that's 35, and another son that's 32 in December. So, and a 13-year-old. So I have children of my own, and if this was something that I had to carry in my heart, it would definitely be something else. So, yeah, let's just keep them in prayer. So next, we're going to talk about uh, a nephew Tommy, also known as his professional, well, his given name, which is Thomas Miles. And he's known for many, many things. The Steve Harvey Morning Show. He's a stand-up comic, and most lately, he is hosting the many franchises of Ready to Love series. Um, a nephew Tommy came on the Steve Harvey Morning Show after being absent for quite a while. And everybody asking, of course, where's nephew Tommy? Is he not with the show anymore? Or what's going on? Well, he came on and gave an update. Um, After being absent for about 3 months, nephew Tommy came on and stated that he had, in fact, been battling cancer uh, and won his battle with cancer. He stated that while he was filming one of the Ready to Love franchises, Miami, he was working out with his trainer. And as he was doing stretches with the trainer discovered that he had a lump on his neck. And Tommy said that he was really not concerned about it, but his trainer told him, this is something you need to really take a look at. And he said he went into the doctor and found out that he, in fact, had a malignant tumor on his neck. This called for him to have treatment and go into surgery. Um, and he was hospitalized for quite some time. He had to regain his strength and his voice. He couldn't speak for a long amount of time, for weeks. And he had to go through all of the recovery process. But he made the announcement that he's back. His voice is getting stronger. He is getting much stronger. He's walking around. He's, taking it easy, but he's back, getting back to himself, and he is 100% cancer free. So we want to thank God that he was, in fact, able to catch that on time and to do something about it, and that he had the best of the best doctors behind him, around him, to take care of that situation, and that nephew Tommy is able to pull pranks on more people, and that nephew Tommy is able to host a few more Ready to Love franchises, add maybe Ready to Love New York. Okay, they have Ready to Love Houston, right? Was it Houston or Dallas? Ready to Love Atlanta, Ready to Love Miami, Ready to Love DC. Um, and so those four franchises they have had so far. Next, honey, it'll probably be a Ready to Love LA, a Ready to Love New York. Why don't they ever come to Ready to Love Detroit? They really don't think that Detroit got it like that, but Detroit has a very elite group of people. They just don't understand. People focus so much on the hood side of Detroit, but we have very elite people here. People that are very prestigious and financially stable, and live in some beautiful, beautiful homes here that are ready to love. So, I don't know. And I heard a lady on Steve Harvey Morning Show write in and make a suggestion why not do a senior version of Ready to Love. And Steve Harvey said no. Nobody want to see no old people fighting over who teeth going to jar first. Well, he didn't say that part. I did, but go ahead. But that would be kind of funny. That would be a little interesting just for the laughs of it, or yeah, that part. So we are praying much for nephew Tommy and his life partner, Miss Jackie. She's a beautiful, 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 beautiful woman, and for all of his family. And we pray that he continues to make a positive journey on his recovery, and that he never has to be concerned about anything like this again. Hats off to you, Mr. Thomas Miles, nephew Tommy. That God's gonna have you here for many, 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 many years, keeping us laughing for a lot longer. So next we are going to talk about let's talk about the Housewives of Potomac. Let's talk about Miss Ashley and Mike Darby. Um, their divorce. So we know that between Mike and and Ashley, there are about 30-year difference. He's 63, she's 34. And upon coming into the relationship, Ashley knew that Mike was a practicing polygamist, and he was interested in having um multiple wives or partners. So and then Ashley, once she became pregnant with their son Dean, Ashley decided that she no longer wanted to be polygamous, and that she just wanted to have a uh just a marriage just between the two of them. Well, upon a vacation, a visit out of town, a young lady approached Ashley, and she was quite attracted to Ashley. And Mike was intrigued that she was attracted to Ashley, and he wanted Ashley to take her up on her offer. Ashley refused, and this is something that she just refused to do anymore. So upon their disagreements, and we've seen on the show that they have been in counseling, and this situation about polygamy came up in counseling. Um, Ashley has decided to call it quits, and she decided that she no longer wanted to be married to Mike because he wanted to practice polygamy, and she did not. She wanted to practice monogamy, and that is something that he's not interested in. And so yeah, they decided to call it quits. Well, now here we have a couple that is, oddly matched in the first place, being that they have a 30-year difference. With him being 63 and being molded in his ways, so to speak. And it's kind of difficult for someone 34 with a lot less life experience. I mean, I have children older than that. And to, even though she may have some experience, she does not have the life experience that a man twice her age has. He's set in his ways, and she knew this up on marrying him. I do understand that there is a prenup in place, and in the state of Virginia where they are, there is a 1 year waiting period, and they have a child together. So it'll be a they've been separated about 6 months, so it'll probably be at least another 6 months before they can iron everything out and the divorce can be final. But she confesses that she misses him. She does want sometimes she wants to go back, but she cries a lot. She loses a lot of sleep. I won't say that it's over until it's over, because almost divorce doesn't mean divorce. But what she has to understand is she went into that relationship with this well seasoned man, wealthy, well seasoned man. And by her going into this relationship with him at this point of time, he decided that, no, I'm sorry, that with her going into the relationship with him at that particular time, knowing that he was a polygamist, it's probably hard to, you can't change his ways like that, and it's not that easy. Now, he did agree while she was pregnant to not have another partner, but he always said that he wanted to go back to that. So I think that what happened with that, my opinion only, is I think that what she did was she thought, because she was so beautiful, and and because she was so young, that she had his heart, and then she was having his child, that she could convince him to do what she wanted to do after they were married. But a leopard won't change his spots for anyone. You understand? You can't convince an old seasoned man like that to convert in your ways. That reminds me of the Nature Boy situation. When he and Velvet were together, Velvet was not polygamous. She was monogamous at heart, and he was polygamous. He didn't, well, what he called polygamous anyway. And he didn't want to not be with just one woman. He wanted to have his way and do what he wanted to do, but he would do it to appease her, to get her back, or to do whatever. But the minute she came back, after a little bit of loving and a little bit of, sweet talking or whatever, the whooping started again, and the polygamy started again, or the multiples started again, because I don't call what he did polygamous. So let's wish Ashley and Mike the best with something that only they can work out, because God ain't in that. I Miss Hog. I'm sorry. I want, you know what, Miss Hog, let me just, it's, first of all, it's a blessing to see you, because I haven't seen you in so long, and I'll be missing you. Okay, darling? I'm glad you dropped through though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. I love you on purpose, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, let's move on to our last little subject here, and that's the nuisance, child. And just about everybody now, it's a nuisance because it's a topic. It's a nuisance because it's going to always be a topic. It's a nuisance because it's trending, and it's always going to be trending. And that's none other than Mr. Kanye West himself. First of all, let me say this: the man is sick. The man needs help. I don't care who consistently says that he knows what he's doing, but when a person is bipolar with schizophrenic tendencies, then that person is in and out of reality. They're in and out of reality. And although he can create great music, although he can do make great business ventures and a lot of other things, oh well, bless your brother in his recovery and bless you for being there. Um, but although Mr. West can do a lot of things while he's not necessarily manic, there are a lot of things that he also does while he is manic and depressed and while he's having a psychotic episode. Um, the man needs help, and to be personally, he does. He has definitely does have a disorder. And one thing about it is, I fault anybody that's in his camp because I can't fault Kim because to be honest with you, she tried to help. She had it petitioned. She had him hospitalized before when he first started changing on her. And then after that, it became where enough was enough, especially when he moved to a whole nother state and bought a whole city and where he can do what he wanted to do. But he has enough people in his camp on his payroll and he has enough money to avoid treatment. He needs to be 5150, period. He needs to be put in the in a treatment center and not just for a few days. He needs to be in a long-term treatment center because he's going to do something that is extremely damaging to either himself or to someone else. Um so I'll go with the fact that he's been suspended from Twitter and Instagram for allegedly making anti-Semitic comments. Um, Not to mention that he has collaborated with Candace Owens with the White Lives Matter t-shirts on, and she has also I don't know what to say about that part. But not only that, she has Candace Owen has done a documentary on defaming um, Black Lives Matter, and the trailer for the document is running now, even on YouTube. So it's not hard to run across at all. But with all of these negative things that are coming to the forefront, it keeps Kanye trending, but all for the wrong reasons. He's not trending because he's making award winning music. He's not trending because he's a wonderful father. He's not trending because he's an excellent husband or even his business at this point is getting a little sloppy because although some of his merchandise is selling out, some of the way that it's packaged or is not packaged but displayed in the stores have been complained about because like with the jeans that he has out, they're saying that the jeans are just put in garbage bags at the Gap, so you have to go through this big garbage bag and fish through the size that you want. Now if they wanted to have a garbage bag per size, that would be different. But if they're all just thrown in the bag and you have to fish through for that particular size, that's not cool. And it becomes, you know, irritating for the for the consumer. But some of his business moves with his brand, the Yeezy brand and all of that, people are eating that stuff up. They're paying hundreds and thousands for those. jeans and shoes and jackets and the oversized jackets and the moonwalker looking boots and all of this kind of thing. So, it's like something they're getting a kick out of. So he's enjoying it. I mean, he's making money out of it, but he's not all there. And even the more money he makes, the more insane he becomes because he's manic and he's driven by the wrong things. As long as he's making money, everybody is stands around him and doing the do and wanting to be there for him because he's doing what Kanye does, which is becoming a billionaire. And so everybody he can purchase a crowd to keep him out there, to keep him trending and in the news for the wrong reason. So that's my take on Mr. Crazy. Well, I won't say crazy. I apologize for that. That was wrong. For it's a nuisance though. The whole thing of it all is a nuisance. The reason why he's being trending and in the news and all this and that, it's a nuisance. It's irritating. So maybe somebody in his camp will feel responsible enough and love and really genuinely care enough for him to get him the help that he really needs. He really needs help. He seriously, and to be honest, um, with you, the older he gets, and this his bipolarism and uh, psychotic episodes are not controlled, the worse they get. They get worse over time. It doesn't get any more difficult. And see, for some people will say, "Well, how did he do all this and how did he do all that all this time?" And he wasn't acting like this before and this and that. Because one, those genes can lay dormant. Those things can lay dormant and people can mask them for years. And then he had traumatic events to take place, especially losing his mother the way that he lost his mother. And his mother was someone that he listened to and could keep him in line, and he no longer has her. His father passed away a short time after his mom did, and they didn't really have that great of a relationship. So this young man is really sick. And he really, if anybody really loved him, they would reach out to him and take care of him and get him some help. I'm surprised that his banks haven't pulled the Wendy Williams and seized his assets. Because obviously some things are going, and I think it's because he's still moving and still being creative. And so as long as he's making more and more money, then they won't touch it. But the minute he ceases to make any money, then the bank's gonna have a problem. Hey, Sister T, what's going on, Mama? Thanks for coming on. Hey, TT,
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
what's going on, Mama? I just came on here a little bit ago to give us some little updates and some little trending news. And I know y'all always get on my case because I come on here but I popped on when I got first chance I got, so and this was it.
Yeah, I
So
thought you was going live last night, and I stayed up.
girl,
When
the
I
baby
dozed off and fell asleep, I was like, "Ooh, I missed live
my
after that."
grandbaby my grandbaby would not go to sleep. My grandbaby would not go to sleep for nothing in this world.
I
He would
understand.
not. But they left early this morning, girl. They've been over here since last week. Ooh, hallelujah. Because my girls' birthdays are the 6th and the 10th. And
Uh-huh.
so check this out. All like when they were little, because their birthdays were so close, I always celebrated them together. But when they got to be like 10, 12, they start complaining. Or, the older one did. I'm tired of Barbie being at my party all the time. I'm tired of it. So I separated it. And so I started celebrating their birthdays separate. I'd be doggone if they didn't celebrate it all week together.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
all week together. So they went out and they enjoyed themselves. Did some adult stuff.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm happy that they got a chance to enjoy themselves. So,
That's
and I'll be
awesome.
yeah, I'll probably do dinner for them this weekend. So yeah. But other than that, I kept the kids, and then my oldest daughter was here with the kids, and they spent the
Hold on.
whole.
So did you move?
No, nah, they came to visit me because she lives a good piece of ways away from me.
Oh, okay. So you're not talking about the daughter that you with. You talking about a different daughter?
Yeah, my oldest, the one that was in the
Oh, okay.
hospital for a long time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
I'm
her,
getting them confused. My bad.
yeah, her and her four kids. Girl, we had a house full with. I had six grandkids here. And yes, honey, I was glad to see when they left too. Hallelujah.
So which
Happy
one stayed with you? The
birthday,
one that
Miss
you be
Hall.
having in the pictures, the little bitty boy.
Yeah, he was there.
No, I said. So is
He
that the one that stayed with you? The little one.
yeah, he's always the little two, the one little one with that always have him on the little son, the little round one, the little fat but doughboy
Oh Lord.
prince, the little light one, little
So that's
bald
the
head.
one that sleep. He sleep now.
No, no. That's my oldest daughter's baby. So she was here with her four kids. And then the little chocolate one that I posted today that looked just like my dad, he's always here. He's
So
here every
yeah. So that's
weekend
what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the one that was there last night, right?
and wouldn't go to sleep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Which kid was it?
Yeah, and let me tell you, girl, he is so funny that he likes to be held.
Hmm.
He's been spoiled since he came in this world. And like my daughter, when she could, I made a habit whenever my girls would have a baby, I would go stay with them for a while, whatever. So I go stay with her, and um, this little boy would holler. Oh, you talking about holler? Ooh, girl, y'all. It's the only one that can rock him, go on and put him to sleep with me. Now she would do it until she could get him to go because that's mama, and she gonna find a way to take care of her baby. You know that. But girl, he was screaming. He would holler, 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 holler. So it got to the point to where I would sing to him. Like all of my grandkids, I think I told you that. I made a song for each one of them. So everybody has their own unique song. And so I just, it's like, it just comes to me when I look at them and rock them and hold them for the first time. I just rock and I just start singing something and it sticks. And so the little songs that I would sing to him stuck and he knows them. So it's like now when he's sleepy, one of the little songs that I made up for him to rock him to sleep, to get him to be still. He loves when you sing to him though. And he loves to he girl is so funny. But he loves when you sing to him. So one of the little songs, his name is Kahari. So I made up Night Night Hari. Night Night Hari. Night Night Hari. It's time to say good night. So now, girl, when he's sleeping, he's like, Mama, Mama, he call me Mama, Mama, I want Night Night Hari. I want Night Night Hari. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, you know I'm a sucker. Pick him right up. Start rocking. Now when I'm in the bed, like he don't want to. I can't put him down and lay him down unless he's knocked out. So I have to hold. He's like, no, Nene, well, he wants me to hold him until he falls asleep. And then even when he is asleep, wherever I go, he gravitates to me. And you know how it is sleeping with a baby in the bed with you. You automatically adjust your body so you won't roll over on him or whatever. So, girl, by the end of the night, I'm hanging off the bed, holding on to the chair. I have my desk right across from my bed. So I pull the desk chair close to the bed just in case, because I know by the end of the night I'm gonna have to hold on to it. because he is under my bed. And you know how sometimes you get afraid to move him because you don't want him to wake up. So I'm like, oh, I just get up and look at him, sit in the chair and look like, here I go again, another sleepless night.
That's me every
So,
Saturday.
girl, but I love it. You wouldn't trade it for the world. But girl, what do you think about? Did you see the thing with Nene?
I don't watch that. Mm-mm.
No, with her son, with her Nene Lisa, her son.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Well, her youngest son that she had with Greg is
Hmm.
Brent. And Brent is 23 now. Well, girl, about 2.5 weeks ago, Brent had congestive heart failure and a stroke. 23 years old, and he's in the hospital recovering from a devastating stroke.
Hmm.
He, he's struggling with his speech and some paralysis. They say he's in good spirits and he can, talk to her on the phone or whatever, but he's having problems with his speech or whatever. So, when his dad passed, she gave him the lounge, Lenithia's, because that was Greg's lounge, really. Her and Greg when they were together. So he was running a lounge. Now she's like with him, with Greg passing, and now with this happening to Brett, she's just gonna go ahead and say, you know what, I'm just gonna sell it. I'm thinking about selling it. So if anybody is really interested in it and has the money, call me, contact me, and I'll put you in the right direction or what have you. But yeah, 23 years old and had a stroke and congestive heart failure. Now they're asking what could it have caused it, and the doctors are running a lot of tests. They said it's not his weight because they said he's not as big as you think he is. He is very tall and he's thick, but he's not like sloppy fat. He's just a big guy. So Miss Hogg, they said that the doctors are running a lot of tests, and that what they're thinking is that could have possibly happened is that he had the virus and he got the long haul version of it, and it could have very well caused him to have these issues, you know. But they're not for sure. They're running some tests on it or what have you. So yeah, we sending out our well wishes to Nene and her family. That's a lot to go through, losing your husband and the very next year, a year later, because she lost him in September of last year. And here it is, the end of September, in September, and he had a stroke, her son. So, and she's had some issues with her oldest son, and he's been in and out of a little troubles and stuff like that. So, I'm sure there has to be a lot. So, yeah, we're just sending out some positive vibes and good energy to her and praying that the Lord will bring Brett back to his 23-year-old health and not, you know,
Yeah, definitely wishing him a speedy recovery.
right. And then nephew Tommy, you heard about that part? No? Did you hear about the part with nephew Tommy?
Oh no, I didn't hear about that.
Okay. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna recap so I have to.
Yeah, because I see your title is a Nene and nephew. Are you doing old Kimmy over here? A Nene, a nephew, and a nuisance.
No, to be perfectly honest,
That's
I
cute.
no, but I've been doing that for a minute, and I noticed a couple of other people start doing it
Yeah,
too.
because they get it from her.
I
But
didn't.
it's
I don't
cute.
even
It's cute
because
though.
I don't know her. I don't
Yeah,
watch.
she. That's how.
Yeah,
That's how she titles her lies. Every one of them.
nope, I didn't know her because I did one some months ago with Apple Watts, Apple or something and something,
Yeah,
and
I
I did.
remember. And I thought about that
Yeah,
then too. I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay,
I
that's
don't
one of
know
my
her.
model
No, but
lies like Nene.
mm-mm.
I mean, like,
No, I don't even know her.
you
No,
don't know Kimmy?
I mean, like, I don't watch her. No, I don't watch
Oh,
her.
I was about to say, cause shoot, she always
Like I've seen her
Ray Wilson
on like
always be
Jay
talking
Wilson.
about her.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen her over there or something. or maybe Duchess. I'm not sure, but anyway, I no, I don't.
Probably Duchess and
Jay
Jay
Wilson.
Will.
Yeah, but
Cause she be
I
over
don't
both of they
lie.
platforms. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. But I don't watch it, so I wouldn't even know. Chris, a lot of people, you know that. But yes, nephew Tommy had thyroid cancer. He had thyroid cancer,
Hmm.
and the way they found out, he had been off the show, off the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and he had not been working for like all the summer since March, April, May. He found out in March. Yeah, May. I think it was May, June, July, and August. Anyway, he's been sick or what have you. Well, while filming the Love and Help, Love, Ready to Love at Miami, he was working out with his trainer, and his trainer was doing his stretches. He got some machine or something that he puts them on, and it really stretches them out or whatever. And so while he was stretching them out, he noticed that Tommy had a knot, a lump on the back of his neck. And he told him, he said, oh, okay, well, when I get a chance, I'll check it out. He said, no, I think you need to check this out right away, bro. And so he said, oh, I did what he said. I made a doctor's appointment, went there. They ran some tests, and lo and behold, it came back that I had thyroid cancer. So he went through surgery, I think he said like in May, and he had to go through rehab and everything and go through treatment. He's just now getting to the point to where he has his voice is coming back because he couldn't talk for like months. And I think he said he had to go a whole month without saying anything, and they said that was killing me.
Hmm.
He was like having to write or try to sign everything. That was killing me. And so he said that he went through his treatment, he did everything, and the Lord has blessed. He's cancer free.
Well, that's
They
good.
got all the first surgery, they got it all, but he says he's on the road to recovery. He's gaining some weight back. He's doing pretty good. So we're grateful for that. And then I talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac, which I don't really watch them either, but I have watched a few episodes. You know, you can pick up today and catch up from a lifetime. So like the soap operas, all you gotta do is watch it for a day or two and you'll know what's going on. So the Real Housewives of Potomac, the very young lady on there, Ashley Darby and her husband. No, I didn't watch the Oval. Tanya probably did, but um,
No, I don't
Ash.
watch Bobo.
Okay. Um, well, Ashley Darby and her husband Mike are getting a divorce, and they're on the Housewives of Potomac. Now, Ashley is 34 and Mike is 63. Initially, when they got into a relationship, when they got married, Mike was polygamous, and Ashley went along with it. But Ashley decided that once she became pregnant with their son, she no longer wanted to participate in the polygamous relationship. She wanted to be monogamous. And so he agreed that while she was pregnant, to keep her from stressing out and all this and that he would not, be polygamous. He would be monogamous. And so they went on a trip here recently somewhere, and some young lady approached her that was attracted to her, and it turned Mike on. He wanted her to take her up on the offer, and she said no. So they disagreed about it, and now they're in divorce court, separated for 6 months. They do have a prenup, and those are rich people issues, not mine. Cause see, I'm poor. Number one, I'm poor. For no, you know what? No, I'm not. My father is rich in housing and land. I'm between blessings. That's where I am. But that I don't have rich people problems like that. That's a rich person problem because ain't no brother from around here gonna even approach Sister Lori and be like, "Hey, let's do this polygamous thing." One, I'm too old. Two, you ain't gonna try me like that. Three, I don't even share my lunch. leave that alone, my man. Okay, and for I ain't down with your peen being all these different foreign places with all these different things going on. I don't know what they did, and it takes a while for your HIV test to come back, or the alphabet test to come back. I'm not about to. No, I'm good with that. So, anyways, they're in divorce court over that, and now here we are. 6 months took she. They're in state of Virginia. Takes about an hour, about a year. I mean, an hour. Takes about a year for a divorce to be final, and they have a child. So I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it'll probably be done maybe by the first of the year or so. If they get everything, they got a prenup in order in place. So but I don't. One, he's 63, you 34. This man is seasoned and set in his ways. There's absolutely no way that this older man is gonna change and conform. At this point, he got one foot on a banana peel and the other one on the grave. You might as well give him the heck what he want and let him live out the rest of his days so you can be rich and get it all. You did it this far. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Your son gonna be well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You might as well get him. You started it that way. You started the relationship that way. And you a 34 vibrant woman. Go do you. Ain't that much love. Mm-mm. And he's only four, five more babies left up in that scrotum. So, what's she about to do?
Oh my.
Yeah, that scrotum is shrinking double time. You hear me, girl? It's tightening up. It's pushing out power and poof, powder and poof. Poof.
I don't
That's
know.
what,
Them white men can have babies up until they 90s. Shit.
girl. Yeah, all of them can, but
Mm.
they coming out with dentures and gray hair and dentures. I'm just playing.
Mm-mm.
I'm just kidding, girl. But anyway, and then the last but not least, we were talking about the nuisance, which is nephew telling me. I mean, not nephew telling me. Kanye. Um, uh, 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 Kanye, the end. Period. 'Cause the whole situation. Him is getting old. You sound like you out and about, girl, sitting out on your deck.
Yeah, that's why I keep him mute.
You all sat on your deck,
Yeah, that's why I keep hitting mute.
girl. You all right? Let me hear the crickets.
Girl, these damn crickets.
Let me hear what a Nebraska cricket sound like.
Girl, they just sound like any of them damn crickets. K Cam, shut that door. Shut it
Hi,
on.
Cam. Hey, Cam.
What's up?
That's
What's up? What's up? What's
Miss
up?
Sis-Lo Cam.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you on here. I'm glad you dropped in.
Yeah,
Thank
shoot,
you
I
for.
was laying in the bed and I was like, shoot. It started lightning. I was like, let me go sit outside. And then I saw that you had went live. So I was like,
It was lightning, so you came outside.
yeah, because it feels good out here. You know the peace before the storm.
Yeah, the calm before the
It
storm.
feels yeah, the calm before the storm. It feels good out here.
I can't wait to sit out there. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Well, I'm on the front porch now, so it ain't that much sitting room out here. Probably about two chairs. But
No, I can't wait to see that yard, baby, in person. I'm gonna take pictures. I'm gonna be like,
oh Lord,
I can't wait to cook in that kitchen, on that grill, in that. I just can't wait. And I'm coming. Mark my words, I'm coming.
you have a good night too, Miss Hall. Good seeing you.
Miss Hogg, I love you on purpose, honey. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't be seeing a lot of her lately, so it's
Yeah,
good to see
she
you.
said her brother had a stroke, so she's been helping him.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people going through a lot of things right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, sis, I love you on purpose, and you know ain't nothing you can do about it. Thank you for dropping in.
Okay.
And for anybody catching us on a replay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, like, share, and subscribe, and Cash App Sis-Lo at $Sislo.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you much.
Okay.
And we'll see you on the flip side, girl.
All right, honey.
I holla.
I holla, deuces.